Yes. Yeah, he would, I think he had only had his like
To me, Organ Donation Week is massively important because it needs to raise awareness. One donor can save 7 lives, so the more people that tell their family their wishes, don't leave them in doubt, the more people and the more lives that we can save. There's hundreds of people on waiting lists for transplants, and without people willing to become organ donors or share their wishes with their family, those lives won't be saved. And unfortunately, my brother passed away on the heart transplant list last September, and we just feel like if there was more and more people who were sharing their wishes with their family, maybe Kevin could be here with us today. We've heard fantastic stories of people who have been recipients of organs and have lived such healthy, vibrant lives. So I think the more people that can share their wishes, don't leave their loved ones in doubt, it's just super, super important.
For many people, organ donation is not something they think about in the normal run of the way unless they either develop organ failure themselves, and we have over 600 people on the waiting list at this time, or unless they are unfortunate enough to lose a loved one, and organ donation is raised at that time. And I know from my work that if a family know that their relative would have wanted to donate organs, during a sudden death like that, it gives them really hope and some solace in the middle of what is a very, very difficult time. And obviously for the recipients, they sit waiting their life on hold until they get an organ. Many will receive medical therapy, they will receive support, but for many, organ donation is in fact vital for them to survive, and it is truly a life-saving gift. So it gives hope to the family of the bereaved, and it absolutely gives life to the recipient.
Because I'm living proof that it saves lives. So I had a lung transplant, double lung transplant, about 2.5 years ago, and my life was saved because someone made that selfless decision, along with their family, to become an organ donor. And I know from talking to one of the surgeons who carried out my surgery that the donor also donated other organs, so potentially saved quite a few lives that night.
So Organ Donation Awareness Week is so important because it is a time where there's generally an increased focus in the media and in the public on organ donation, and it often highlights the transformative effects that organ donation can have for transplant recipients and their families. But it's also important to remember the donor families and the benefits that organ donation can bring to donor families in offering solace and comfort in a time that's a devastating time for them. As the Audit Development Manager at the National Office of Clinical Audit, I am proud to be the project lead for the Potential Donor Audit Development Project. And our aim is to ensure that every person who dies in an ICU or an emergency department is offered the opportunity to become an organ donor if it is appropriate and if it is their wish. So always identifying potential donors and ensuring that best practice organ donation processes are followed so that they're approached at the recommended time by the recommended specialist organ donation personnel, which is the organ donation nurse managers and the clinical leads in organ donation in Irish hospitals.
For all kidney transplant recipients like myself, I'll be transplanted 13 years next month. Every year that goes by, it's a special year for me and for all the other people that have received transplants. So I just want to get the message out there that organ donation works, and it's very important that everyone has that conversation with their next of kin.
It's important to me because I wouldn't be here without it. Basically, that's most of all of us here that are speaking today wouldn't be here without it, and many other people. It's giving people a second chance at life. It's prolonging lives. So yeah, it's keeping people around for longer, which is what we all want.
Well, it's an important opportunity to promote the gift of life and to let the general public know how important organ donation is. Organ donation saves lives, and we'll hear during Organ Donor Awareness Week the story of patients who are alive because of the generosity of their donor. And they have given new life, not just to the recipient, but to his family and his extended family. And we remember the generosity of families at such a difficult time to donate the organs of their loved ones so that they can give life to others.